All right. Hello, my music learners out there. It's Mr. Singletary, your favorite music teacher. Today, we're going to talk about melody and harmony and how that relates to texture. But before we do that, I want to review. I want to remind you, before we can do anything, music. What is music? Music is organized or arranged sound. This instrument produces sound. It's not music until you decide what note to play and when to play it. Music is organized sound. Noise is the opposite. It's everything else you're disorganized. You're just all over the place. We use instruments to create music, okay? Now, the first step to building any piece of music is rhythm. Remember we talked in the last video, rhythm is a timing. It's when to play something and how long to play it for, okay? Rhythm may not be the most memorable, but rhythm is the most important. You have to have a good sense of rhythm. If somebody has trouble with rhythm, they have trouble with everything music related, because without the rhythm, you are lost, okay? But now let's build upon what makes something memorable. You can't really copyright a rhythm, okay? So if I played the rhythm to a very popular song, let's see if you recognize this song by the rhythm. This is just a rhythm to a popular song. That's the rhythm to a popular song. But if I played the rhythm and the melody, then you probably recognize the melody is either Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or the alphabet song. You recognize that melody. So what makes something melodic? What do you need to create a melody? Okay? If you say a piano, that wouldn't be correct, or an instrument. Not necessarily, because I used a piano the first time and it did not create a melody, okay? But if I add notes, okay? And not just notes just played at the same time. Those notes together make what we call some kind of harmony. We'll get to that in a second. But if I have one note following another note, if the notes are in succession or they're lined up, okay? A succession of single notes, or like Beyonce was saying, formation, we have a melody. So in this case, C, C, G, G, A, G, F, F, E, E, D, B, C. One note following another note, that line of notes creates a melody. Now, if I played Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, most likely I'll play more than just a melody and a rhythm. Most pianos would probably play something like this. Okay, so those other notes that go along with the melody, that are underneath the melody in this case, those notes are called harmony. And harmony is created when we have two or more notes at the same time. Now, the more layers of melody and harmony a song has, the thicker the texture is. Texture is how thick or thin the music sounds. How does that sound? How do you make something thicker? By giving it more melodies and harmonies. I can make a really thick textured Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. That's the wrong note. That's a very thick texture. Or I can also do little ornaments. Now, all those extra notes that are outside the melody, that embellish the melody, okay, when we are called the harmonies. And the more layers of harmony I add, the thicker the texture gets. So the thinnest texture would be just the rhythm and the melody, okay? A medium texture would be melody and a little bit of harmony. And the thick texture would be melody and a lot of harmony. Now, to make things even more complicated, Some music actually has more than one melody, but that's a whole nother video to get to. So, just a reminder, music is organized sound. Rhythm is the timing of music. A melody is created when we have a succession of single notes, and then harmony is created when we have more than one note at the same time. Once we have multiple layers of melodies and harmonies, or even just multiple layers of melody, a one layer melody and lots of harmony, we say the texture is thick. If we have very little layers, very few layers of melody and harmony, we say the texture is thinner. Okay? And I will put those definitions in the description. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, okay? Enjoy this learning from home. Bye.